Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly predictions video for this week's upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 2. This one is for episode 10, Do Not Disturb. And spoiler warning for episode 9, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I did do my review earlier for it, and I'll post the link in the description so you guys can check out the review if you haven't seen it yet for Los Muertos. So this week's upcoming episode, episode 10, we finally get to see what has happened with Chris and Travis since the mid-season finale when they kind of parted ways with the rest of the groups. And we really have 3 main groups right now, and then possibly maybe Daniel's still alive out there somewhere because we don't know for sure if he was killed off or not. I thought he was when we first saw it, but apparently some stuff on Talking Dead, apparently they said that maybe not, so we'll see. And it's been the topic of debate ever since the mid-season finale. But with Travis and Chris. So Travis and Chris, finally getting to see them in this episode. You can see them in the promo, which I'll also link to in the description, as well as the episode description for Do Not Disturb says, Travis struggles to connect with Chris while searching for shelter. Meanwhile, Alicia meets a lonely woman with a bloody past. Pretty cool. So getting to see Travis and Chris again should be good. I'm assuming they're probably going to take up majority of the episode because we have our group so splintered and because we only get 40-minute episodes roughly with the intro and everything. It's probably going to focus mostly on that, and then we'll probably see the continuation of what's happening at the hotel with, it looks like Alicia, who might get separated from the rest of the group. We'll have to see what happens at the hotel and if they're able to kind of all meet again. In the promo, you can see Alicia, she's like fighting, she like goes into a elevator shaft and she's like hanging on there. There's zombies going after her and stuff, and it looks like she's going to run into somebody, maybe Ophelia. Ophelia's kind of disappeared, so maybe Ophelia has met somebody, and we did get to see in the second half trailer that there was some other people there, so they'll probably run into another group at the hotel that they didn't even know was there, maybe staying in a room or something, and possibly put those the tabs on the doors. Do not disturb red for if there's a dead person, a walker, a zombie inside, or blue if it's safe as far as they know in a room they can go into if they want to. So unfortunately for them, Madison and Strand getting wasted, screwing that whole thing up because now there's like a huge pile of zombies coming in the front, and we'll have to see if they're able to shut them out and if they're all able to meet back up again. I'm assuming they will, and I don't think there'll be any major character deaths. It's a pretty cool landscape anyway. It's pretty cool to see the hotel, and probably the best thing about episode 9 was that we got to see the zombies falling over the thing. It was pretty cool. So, but aside from that, not too much else for episode 9. Like I said in the review, check the review if you want to see. So episode 10, I'm thinking it should be pretty exciting with regards to that, and getting to see meet some of these people here and see what's going to happen with Alicia, Strand, and that whole group, and where Ophelia is. I'm thinking she's probably just with some other group that she's met somewhere there, and Alicia will end up meeting with them. We see her banging on the door, and then somebody lets her in. We'll see what that is. Because there's quite a few zombies in and around her area. So that part looks fine. It should be okay. With the Travis and Chris stuff, I am kind of looking forward to. Chris right now is probably my least favorite character in the show at this current time, anyway, for me. Travis, I like Travis a lot. I think he's a really good guy, a good character. He was one of my favorites in Season 1 going into Season 2, and he hasn't had too much time to shine in Season 2. A little bit, but not that much. So we're going to get to see an episode with him struggling to survive with Chris, it sounds like, looking for shelter, scavenging, and trying to just make it, while Chris is kind of losing his mind, maybe getting himself into some trouble as well, too. And we can see some other groups there that they might run into, or they're going to run into, with some gunshots going off and stuff happening. Travis, of course, kind of a peaceful type man, so maybe trying to talk them out of any kind of fights or battles or anything like that they might get into, and trying to keep Chris in check. So that's the description of what we have so far for Do Not Disturb. Looks like an okay episode. With Fear, it's like they do have some. I will say that with Fear, there have been some really great episodes of Fear. If you look at the Season 1 finale, if you look at some of the stuff that's happened with the Abigail and that, and some of those episodes there, I thought were really exciting and really cool to see in the zombie apocalypse. Quite a bit different from what we're used to. And now we're getting to see a totally new landscape with Mexico, which has its own groups and its own surviving characters and stuff. And who knows what the hell they're going to do, because it's not based on any comic there's no way to have any idea where it's going to go, and and what's going to happen with Travis and Chris, and if Chris is going to get chained at the end of the season, or if he's going to survive, if Travis is going to be able to bring him back a bit, and so he can control himself, or if Travis is going to lose him and then maybe go looking for Madison and the others, which I assume eventually he's going to want to do, but he's got to give it a try at least first with Chris. And if I'm going to do a prediction, I don't think it's going to work out with Chris. I don't think he's going to be able to bring Chris back, and I think Chris might become one of our kind of overarching villains of the series, which would be a really nice setup if they did that. And then later on in season 3 and season 4, maybe we see some stuff with him, or we see him join a group and maybe try to take over the group or something, or get into some interesting stuff. So we'll see how it goes. You guys can write your predictions below. I'm looking forward to the episode, but for me with Fear right now, it's kind of more like kind of like a time passer, something to review, something to check out, something to watch. It's fun, it's good, but definitely for me, Walking Dead is my favorite, and I get most excited for Walking Dead over anything for sure. But I am looking forward to Fear, and hopefully the season finale for this season, as we get closer to it, might be on the same level or even close to what they did in the Fear season 1 finale, because that was really good. The season 1 Fear finale was great. No complaints there for sure. So let me know what you guys are thinking of Fear, how are you feeling about it. Send me your questions for the Q&A for this week. Let me know what you think is going to happen to Do Not Disturb, and let me know what you thought about in the review for episode 9, how you felt about Los Muertos. I don't think we're going to see much with Nick this week, if at all. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't in Do Not Disturb at all, because he's had quite a bit of time already, so it's not really fair to Travis and Chris. They haven't had their episode yet, so it looks like this is it. Should be good. Write your comments below. Send me your questions for the Q&A, guys. That's it for this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to thumb it up. You can also share. You can also favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys again probably tomorrow or Tuesday for the first Q&A for Fear for this week, or for the usual Walking Dead videos and that kind of stuff. So I was just Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.